Hey everyone! Sony's APS-C camera lineup has been feeling a bit too safe and comfortable for the past few years. Don't get me wrong, the A6700 was still a fantastic camera. It offered excellent autofocus, strong video capabilities, and reliable image quality that made it a favorite for many hybrid creators and photographers. But if we're being honest, it never really felt like a bold, exciting statement from Sony. It felt like a safe, polished update rather than a revolutionary leap forward. Now, however, things are starting to feel very different. Fresh leaks and credible rumors suggest that Sony is preparing something much more ambitious with the Sony A6900. If even half of these reports turn out to be true, this camera could become one of Sony's biggest APS-C success stories in recent memory and send a strong message that they are serious about dominating the crop sensor market once again. At the center of all this excitement is the rumored brand new 33-megapixel stacked APS-C sensor. This is a huge deal. Stacked sensors are a game-changing technology because they offer dramatically faster readout speeds. That means much less rolling shutter distortion, smoother shooting experience, and better performance when capturing fast-moving subjects. For wildlife photographers chasing birds in flight, sports shooters tracking athletes, or creators filming action sequences, this could feel like a dream come true. Pairing that new sensor with a next-generation BIONZ XR II processor could push the A6900 into an entirely different performance category. Early rumors suggest the camera could shoot up to 30 frames per second with the electronic shutter and around 15 frames per second with the mechanical shutter. That level of speed is genuinely impressive and puts it right up there with cameras made specifically for professional sports and wildlife work. On top of that, Sony is reportedly working on a significantly improved 8.5-stop IBIS stabilization system. This isn't just a number on a spec sheet. In real-world use, better stabilization means smoother handheld video, sharper photos in low light, and more confidence when shooting without a tripod. Many creators who rely on run-and-gun filming or travel photography are going to love this upgrade. When it comes to video, Sony seems to be focusing on practical, usable features instead of chasing flashy specifications just for marketing. The A6900 is expected to deliver excellent oversampled 4K 60 and 4K 120 with a slight crop. This feels like a smart approach, giving creators the frame rates they actually use regularly rather than adding 8K just to put it on the box. Sony also appears to be listening to user feedback on the design side. The camera is rumored to have a slightly thicker body for improved grip comfort, along with additional customizable buttons that will make changing settings faster during shoots. These might sound like small changes, but they can make a big difference in day-to-day use. Of course, no camera is perfect, and there are a few concerns floating around. One of the biggest potential drawbacks is the rumor that the A6900 will only have a single CF-Express Type A card slot. For many professional photographers who shoot important client work, dual card slots are essential for redundancy and peace of mind. Losing that safety net could be disappointing for some users. Another important factor is the expected pricing. If the Sony A6900 launches somewhere between $1,700 and $2,000, it will be sitting dangerously close to the price of entry-level full-frame cameras. This raises an important question for many buyers. Should they invest in a high-end APS-C system like the A6900, or take the leap into full-frame instead? Despite these concerns, the overall picture of the Sony A6900 feels genuinely exciting. It's a camera that aims to combine high-resolution, blazing burst speeds, class-leading autofocus, strong video features, and excellent stabilization all inside a compact, lightweight body. For wildlife and sports shooters in India, hybrid creators in the UK, and travel photographers in the US, this could finally be the APS-C camera that truly delivers flagship-level performance without the full-frame price and weight. If Sony executes everything properly, the A6900 won't just be another incremental upgrade. It could become a true comeback story that re-energizes the entire APS-C segment and reminds everyone why Sony has been a major player in mirrorless cameras for so long. So what do you think? Are you excited about the possibility of the Sony A6900? Would you consider buying it? Or are you planning to move to full frame instead? Let me know in the comments below, especially if you currently own an A6700 or any older Sony APS-C camera. I always love reading your thoughts.